Welcome back to another episode of the Diabetes Digital Podcast. You are tuned in with Wendy, the other half of Diabetes Digital. And I'm going to be talking about salads today. I feel like salads are one of those like foods, meals that it gets framed as like essential to healthy eating, especially when it comes to diabetes, insulin resistance. And I know that a lot of people just don't like them. They find them unsatisfying. They get bored with salads. They just don't like to eat cold foods. And I know culturally too, like in some cultures, vegetables might be consumed more so cooked, warm instead of cold. So we're going to be talking today about whether salads are actually required for health reasons, what nutrients people are usually trying to get from them, and plenty of non-salad ways to meet those needs. Welcome to the Diabetes Digital Podcast. I'm Wendy.
And I'm Jess, and we're best friends, registered dietitians, and diabetes educators.
Through our telehealth platform, diabetesdigital.co, we offer accessible and personalized virtual nutrition counseling for people with diabetes and prediabetes.
Visit diabetesdigital.co, that's C-O, to book your first appointment. We accept insurance and offer affordable self-pay options. Now, let's get into today's episode.
So jumping right in, the short answer is no. If you don't like salads, you don't have to eat salads. That is the good news. Why are salads pushed so hard? Well, because salads have vegetables and vegetables have fiber. They have micronutrients like vitamins, minerals. Salads usually provide like volume and crunch and hydration, which is nice, especially during the warmer months when you're more prone to get dehydrated. However, none of these benefits are exclusive to salads. Like there are so many non-salad ways that people can meet those nutrition needs every single day. And so if you're a person who, whether it's like a seasonal thing, because that's more of my thing, like when it's cold outside, I want to eat warm meals, including vegetables. I'm usually not making a lot of salads in the winter time. But you might also just like not like salads and like year round. And that's totally fine too. So in that case, definitely recommend roasting your vegetables or sauteing them or steaming them, like however you prefer to cook them. And you can use your favorite seasonings. You can use olive oil. And that is a great way to still get those nutrients in, still get that fiber in. It doesn't necessarily change the nutrition composition of it all. And actually, for some vegetables, cooking can enhance the nutrient profile. So I definitely encourage you to opt for cooking your vegetables if you prefer it that way. You can incorporate vegetables into things like soups, stews, chilies. So that's nice because you have some flexibility. Like instead of just having a bowl of salad, you can incorporate it into the stuff that you're already cooking. I love for lentils, for example, like for lentil soup, I love pureeing butternut squash, carrots, like things like that to make it a little thicker. And that's nice because it's like a one pot meal and you're getting all of your nutrients in one. You can add like potatoes for your carb, you have your lentils for protein, and then you can add your veggies in there for fiber. Another way to incorporate it is as stir fries. Like if you're going to be cooking your vegetables, you can saute it with like your favorite sauces and, add in your protein, whether it's like chicken or tofu or whatever you prefer. And that's like another nice one pot meal that you can do. Some people blend veggies into smoothies, which I know Jess does a lot. I used to do it and I kind of just prefer fruit smoothies now. But I know that Jess, like she'll incorporate like kale or spinach and that's another way that you can do it. You can also do sauces. So that's definitely something that I've done, like a spinach, like a creamy spinach sauce, and then kind of use that as a base to cook like pasta, for example, something like that. You can incorporate it into your sandwiches, into your wraps, into your tacos. I do encourage you to use frozen vegetables for convenience, especially if you're struggling to incorporate vegetables into your day-to-day, or like if it's a seasonal thing, like there's not a lot of vegetables in season wherever you're living, which I'm on the East Coast, so that does happen quite often. I'll buy frozen string beans, I'll buy frozen broccoli, frozen cauliflower, and it's nice because you can just take it out of the freezer whenever you're ready to use it. And it tastes great. It has a little bit of a different flavor profile, but it still tastes really good. So I do encourage you to incorporate that as well. Now, if you're in the camp of salads feeling unsatisfying, what I recommend to you is bulking up that salad so that it feels like a full meal. So you should treat vegetables as a base, and then you want to layer things on. So you would want to layer on your protein. So chicken, tofu, chickpeas, fish, eggs, whatever it is that you enjoy. You can even do like a yogurt-based dressing to add additional protein and fat to that salad. For other fats, you can do avocado, nuts, olive oil, pesto, which I absolutely love adding because you get your fat, but you're also getting like a little bit of a nutty flavor. And it's just like a flavor bomb to add to your salads. And then you can always enjoy your salad with like some toast, or you can toss in quinoa. You could do a pasta salad. So there's so many ways to upgrade that basic salad into a complete meal so that you're getting all of your nutrients in and you do feel a lot more satisfied. Also, think beyond the basic greens. Think beyond lettuce. Think beyond, I don't know, kale. You can also do like bean salads. You could do like, I love a chickpea salad. I love a white bean salad. You could do that as well. You could do pasta salads. Like one of my favorites, actually a Dominican dish. It's like macaroni salad, which is popular in a lot of cultures. In DR, sometimes we toss tuna into it. So we'll do like the macaroni salad with the mayo and like all the veggies. And then we'll toss tuna, and it's like perfect. It's a complete meal. It has all of the 3 macronutrients. You can also do a potato salad. I love me a potato salad. If you do have diabetes, obviously you do want to be mindful of your carb intake, but it could be where you have like a side of potato salad, enjoy it with some protein, and then you have like roasted veggies or something like that. And so you can incorporate those warm components if having a completely cold meal doesn't feel very satisfying. What actually matters more than salads, though, is eating enough. So making sure that you're meeting your needs throughout the day, including fiber in ways that you actually enjoy. So you don't want to like squirm every time you're thinking about getting your fiber intake in. You want to look forward to the foods that you're having. And remember that if you like fruit, you can also have fruit for fiber. We do have an episode on fruit if you have diabetes and like what are the guidelines around that. So make sure that you tune in. Also make sure that you are combining your foods so that they're working together for optimal glucose regulation. So carbs, protein, fat, always try to combine these foods together, especially during mealtime. And a good question to ask yourself is, instead of how do I make myself eat salads, it's how do I include vegetables and fiber in ways that actually feel good to me? Because like I said, there's so many different ways to do that. You don't have to eat salads to be healthy, to get optimal blood sugars. There's so many different ways to nourish your body that don't involve a bowl of raw greens. The best option is going to be the one that you enjoy, the one that you can digest well, and the one that you can sustain over time. If you want help building your meals, you already know we have a whole team of registered dietitians that are eager to help. You can go to our website, diabetesdigital.co. We do take health insurance. Most of our patients pay $0 out of pocket. So work with us. We would love to support you in reaching your goals. Thank you for tuning in this week, and we will catch you next time. Bye. Thanks for joining us for today's episode. If you're interested in nutrition counseling with one of our expert dietitians to help improve your prediabetes or diabetes, visit us at diabetesdigital.co.
Also, if you found our conversation helpful, do us a favor and rate and review this podcast on iTunes, plus share with someone who might find this helpful. You can also connect with us on Instagram at diabetesdigital.co.
And tune in every Wednesday for practical, inclusive, and culturally humble diabetes insights. We'll catch you later. Bye.